Hey, hey, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today we are talking about acne. I had a viewer, fan, client question. Please know that my internet connection is super unstable right now. I just tried to fix it. It keeps telling me no thank you. So we're going to do the best we can. If I have to come back and pre-record it or record it again and then send it out rather than doing a live, then I'm happy to do that. My name is Audrey. If I'm just popping up in your newsfeed, I'm a holistic wellness practitioner. I help people heal from the roots up and the inside out using a functional wellness and energetic medicine approach. So it's a combination of things. I do functional wellness, I do energy medicine, and I do intuitive eating, right? So that's my name down there. You can see it. So today, sometimes, not just today, but oftentimes people submit questions. And sometimes they're questions that I just answer, and sometimes they require a real detailed answer. So this question is a question I get a lot. And so I'm going to read you what the person requested. And they said, hey there, I've had acne since puberty. She's in her 30s now. It was managed well by taking Accutane, but I was ordered to stop taking it last year because I had been taking it for too long. If you're not familiar with Accutane, it can have some really serious long-term effects. She says months later, my acne came back in full force and worse than ever. Another thing to know is that Accutane is often prescribed for, it's not prescribed for tiny breakouts, it's prescribed for that cystic acne most often. She says she has good skincare routines. She became mostly vegetarian, partly vegan. She gets laser treatments, does lots of homeopathic stuffs, and many other things out of the ordinary. She's in the right place, like a remedy by Edgar Casey. She's been working on herself regarding emotional blocks. Stopped using makeup to conceal her acne and overcoming the fear to engage in social and work activities with the scarring on her face. So she says she acts every day as though it doesn't exist. Her intuition or her inner voice is telling her that dairy is a problem for her. And while she does love cheese once in a while, she says she has significantly reduced dairy intake compared to before. She doesn't know what to do. She says she's heard that acne is related to gastrointestinal issues and the spine, but aside from a physical or energetic wound of some kind, her IBS has been feeling better, or at least it has been recently. So she would like to know more about what is going on. That's a mouthful, right? So there's a few different things there, but let's look at it from this perspective. Oftentimes, the things that people are told to do for acne are wash your face. It's rare that I meet somebody who has skin troubles that isn't, cleaning their face, right? That might be a problem for some teenagers. The second thing is they're told that they can either take something like Accutane, which thankfully they're not using that near as much as they used to, or they can take a low dose antibiotic or use like a vitamin A cream or sometimes a steroid cream, depending on how severe, what type of acne it is. Here's the thing, especially if you have teenagers and they have acne, when you start them on these kind of medications, you are setting them up for much bigger problems. So for now, for their teenage years, they may not have some pimples, or they may not have a lot of pimples. I know that there are some really severe cases of acne. I get it. But taking the pill to fix it temporarily doesn't fix the problem, and you're setting them up, like this gal, for bigger problems in adulthood, where it's harder, I think, anyways, to have acne as an adult than it is as a teenager, right? Because it's more expected as a teenager. So here's the thing. Try to avoid those antibiotics. Even those low-dose antibiotics, you're really wrecking what is already a damaged system, or they wouldn't have the acne in the first place. Energetically, usually acne is an expression of anger, of resentment, of fear around needing some kind of unconditional acceptance, some kind of need for having love for who you are. And so that's often on a really deep level. So it's really important, especially if somebody has been dealing with, or you've been dealing with acne for a while, to have that aspect of their treatment considered. So that might be, counseling session, that might be energy work. The second thing is that on some level, often people with acne energetically, acne is a rebellion or pushing way of authority. So maybe they have been exposed to super controlling authority figures in their life. And so energetically, that's the body, the spirit saying, holy hell, no more of this, and rebelling, okay? And then the third part of that, the physical functional wellness part of that, is that when you have skin issues, be it acne or psoriasis or eczema, the underlying systemic problem in your body is generally a toxin overload. Now, she mentioned that she was vegan, vegetarian, somewhere in the middle there, or mostly those things. Most of the time when somebody comes to me and says, I'm vegan, I'm vegetarian, they're what they actually are is junk fooditarian, soy-atarian, or bean-atarian. And there's different problems with that. So I see people eating a lot of, I'm a vegetarian, so I'm going to have Cheetos and a veggie burger for lunch. That's not any better. I mean, it might be better for the animals, but that's not any better for your body than just going to McDonald's, right? So oftentimes I see vegans and vegetarians just subsisting on overly processed food that's full of all kinds of additives that goes to destroy your gut. In this case, she already has irritable bowel syndrome or IBS. So we already see signs, diagnosed signs, that she is suffering from a leaky gut to the extent that she's having major physical gastrointestinal symptoms. So this gal mentioned, if you're watching, that her gut's telling her her intuition, I shouldn't say gut, but her gut's telling her to give up dairy, and she's mostly giving it up. If you're going to give up something like dairy, you got to give it up. It's got to be completely given up. You don't have to do that forever. Usually it's 3, 6 months, maybe a year, depending on how severe the case is. If you're already to the point of IBS, plan on getting rid of dairy for at least a year. Additionally, a nutrition plan, something like, and this isn't, I don't like branded diets, but some sort of nutrition plan like a paleo plan that is low in beans and low in meat. So maybe 4 to 8 ounces of pastured, healthy chicken or fish a day would serve her body really, really well as some sort of supplementation for liver repair. And I'm not going to go into deep detail of this, but that could be dandelion tea. It could be nettle pills, nettle herbal supplements. And then, probiotics to heal the gut, lots and lots of fluids, lots of really, really good clean food. And then, of course, there's topical stuff you can do as well. Just bearing in mind that the topical stuff might heal stuff temporarily. It might reduce some inflammation, but it's not going to stop it from coming back. So if you're interested in the topical stuff, you can go to audreychristie.com/Wellness Wednesday and put your name in there, and I will send you the topical treatment cheat sheet. And it's got all kinds of topical treatments using essential oils and face washes, and how to sort of navigate that without making your problem worse. Let's see, Tara says she has not had any pimples since seeing Audrey and tweaking my supplements and nutrition. If I do have a pimple, it's because I took in junk food. Girl, me too. If my skin does not lie, you can read it on my face if I've been eating things that don't agree with my body. Junk food isn't anything with sugar with it. Tara says she doesn't do that at all. Yay me. Yeah, yay you, Tara, and thank you. I'm glad that you put that on there. I appreciate that. So if you guys want the cheat sheet on how to heal your skin, how to treat topical skin blemishes, make them go away real fast without all the chemicals and things that are in the stuff you buy on the shelf, then just drop your name and email in there. And on Friday, when the full episode on this airs with all the tips and tricks, then I'll send you that little handout there. So that's audreychristie.com/Wellness Wednesday. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how. I thought I could put this live comment on the screen, but I don't guess I can. Wait, I can. Look, Tara, you're on the screen. I did it. So that's what Tara said, but I just read that to you. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, she says she hasn't had any pimples since seeing me and tweaking supplements and nutrition. That's super awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. See if I can put this back up. I'm learning this new system, so I hope you guys can see all of this. Nope, I want to show this. There's my title again. Awesome. So if you guys have any questions, as always, need cheat sheet for my adult daughter, please. Absolutely. And I have your email address, Tara, so I'll make sure you get that. It might be hard to ship some of it overseas, but just know that acne is not a sentence to Accutane, no matter how bad it is. It's not a sentence to taking an oral antibiotic every day for the rest of your life, no matter how bad it is. It's not because you're not washing your face. It's not because you eat chocolate, because chocolate, unless you're eating junk chocolate, but like good dark chocolate doesn't give you acne either. And it's not because you eat greasy, fatty food either. It likely is something that you're putting in your body or damage that's been done by stuff you put in your body before. And then when you get off the medication, your acne comes back with a vengeance because you spent all the years on the medication destroying your body. So I hope that everyone has a fantastic Wednesday. I hope this video is coming through. If you have questions, pop them in. I'll be back to answer them. And check out the full episode on Wednesday on iTunes. Thanks so much. Namaste.